Watch this.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods. Putting in work, go Reds. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay back and swaggy big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making places so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
I just down another bottle. I don't need no juice. Tell a DJ drum my I can pedal with my scoop.
We couldn't have done it without y'all. Y'all turned us up on the sideline and we reciprocated off that.
My guys are gonna win that one nation.
We just been the state champion. Back to back, they can't do nothing goddamn about it. Scoreboard showed itself. So the medal there. See the medal? That's the medal there. We the best team in the state of Texas. We the best team. I can say that.
Yo, hey, little tiger, like the little kid said in the background that was sitting next to me when I shot that film. If it ain't live, it ain't me. It's your boy Bo, episode 73 of the Dub. We've been absent for a few weeks on Wednesday night, but we are back. Big, badder, bolder than ever. Welcome to the Dub, episode 73. To my right, Coach Carr, the man from Michigan. The champ is here in the building. We appreciate you. What's up, boss?
Man, I'm just excited, man. The year of the champion, man. Regular season champion, overall champion, state champion of the Dub, national champion. Just winning championships, folks. You know what I mean? That's all. Excited to be here.
Already. Oh, man, we just lost Jay Mack, but yeah, I'm excited for you to be here, man. We actually have Desoto. We celebrated Alito a couple of weeks ago. We celebrated Duncanville a week before that, and now we got Duncanville come on to talk. They talk about their championship. We actually have Coach Aaron Babino on, former defensive player from the University of Texas, and I was messing with him in the pre-show that they almost had a chance to face out against Michigan. How you think that would have worked out for them?
Same. Well, they didn't even make it.
They
was backpedaling just to even get in the playoffs.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, they lost to Oklahoma.
No.
They don't even deserve to even be in the game. You know what I mean? So,
oh, Lord.
It worked out the way it worked out. You know what I mean? We was a team of destiny, man. It wouldn't have mattered. You know what I'm saying? I mean, their quarterback took a L at Michigan anyway when he was at Old State, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Man, yeah, dog. Oh yeah, yours was at. Did he play him? Did he play at all? He didn't start in there.
That's the point. He probably wasn't good enough to play there.
Damn. Hey, spoken like a true Michigan man. All right, there we go. The Mac of the year. Who's the Mac? J Mac in the building.
What it do, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, you know what it is, man. What's the word, B?
Man, I'm rushing, trying to hurry up and get here. Cause I guess I'm the only responsible host on this in the group. Other than y'all two gentlemen, I'm sorry. I don't mean to exclude. I don't mean to exclude you two, but I ain't gonna lie. Them other two Negroes, we might have to have a meeting. We got to have a come to Jesus meeting with these cats.
I think J Mac has said this 2 Januaries in a row.
I mean, good Lord.
Yeah. And Swag, where's Swag at? He talking about he with Coach Mathis and all that. I'm like, where's Swag at?
Oh, he don't ran his butt up there. No. He ran his butt up there to the game. After he left, after he said it was all about Carter, but he left Carter game, ran up to DeSoto. He probably switched shirts. You know what I'm saying? Running up and down the gym with the flag or some shit.
Already. Man. But hey, man. I think your mic off, Carl. I think we missed you, Coach Carr. I think you was on mute. Oh yeah, you're on mute or something.
Mute.
Am I muted now?
No, sir.
No, there you go.
No, I was just saying that's a lot of flag running.
You ain't lying. That's out there. Every dog gonna score.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Well, hey, I want to shout out to and I forgot to get the other one I wanted to. I want to shout out to Kendrick Blackshire. I think he made a good choice going to the University of Texas, man. That Bama thing didn't work out for him, but I think that's going to be a good look for him. Also, I want to shout out to JJ. I forgot to put his up, but he's at the University of Arkansas. What y'all think about that? Is that a fit for JJ?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I mean, it's for 1 year. I think it's a better fit than, and I'm a Texas fan, but I feel like Blackshire. I said this when he was in high school. I just think he's a Big Ten linebacker.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
Yeah, I've been saying that since he was in high school. So that just on JJ, I think I'm a little bit with the homie KT, man. I think it's a real thin year for running backs in the draft, man. I think he could have snuck on in and got drafted. There's not a lot of big backs in this year's draft. I think if he would have went out there, ran a good time, showed what we already know he got, the skills, I think he would have got drafted, picked up.
No doubt.
But we support them no matter what they decide.
No doubt. And I actually reached out to JJ this week and stuff. I want to try to get him on next week. So we may be able to get him on next week and talk about it. Is it too late for him to jump into that draft?
No, ain't never too late.
I think the last date just passed. So whatever.
No, it's in February.
Yeah. Well, whatever
it's in
last
February.
Date. Is it?
Yeah, the portal just closed. The portal's only open to the teams that lost their coach now. And
gotcha.
Well, the reason why I say that because Caleb Williams, they were saying that he declared the last day that you could possibly declare. So I don't know.
Oh, did it?
That's
right. Okay.
I could have sworn it was in February. I thought because I could have sworn it was in February.
Where's Cal Ward when you need him?
Right. We got a fact check on the cool because Caleb Williams damn sure is not trying to go to the Bears. And then we're trying to see, speaking of fit, we want to see J Mac has decided to go in the transfer portal. So we're going to see what team is a good fit for J Mac, man, after the Cowboys just destroyed our whole season.
You left one off, man.
Who I left off?
The Houston Texans.
Oh, bro, and I had them on there too. How the hell did I leave them off? So the Houston Texans. So we'll put that up next week, and we'll let everybody vote on who J Mac should transfer to. So
these are I'm definitely transferring after that news. Pat, after Jerry Jones said McCarty coming back, I just can't support. I'm like Cat Williams said, man, we gotta quit supporting losers that like losing.
Okay, but here's my question: is he a loser?
Yes.
How so, Sway?
Because he can't win when it counts.
He has a Super Bowl.
That's a long time. I can't remember.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so
You only
I don't
as
think
good. Let me use your words. You only good as what?
your last performance. But I don't think firing McCarthy is the problem. Right? Like I think the Cowboys' problem is a lot deeper than that. And the first problem is their defensive line. Like anybody that lines up and run at Dallas, they beat them. We only, you know what I'm saying? We got a winning record against losing teams. You know what I mean? So, and any team that lined up and ran right at us, they was in 12 personnel the whole night. You put 6 DBs in the game. You could have took 2 DBs off the field, put another lineman and a linebacker in, and at least make them be one dimension.
Right.
You never made them be one dimension. You know what I'm saying? So you play with 6 DBs, and even with 6 DBs, you couldn't cover. So I think it's a personnel issue. I think if you want to blame anybody, you have to put some blame maybe on the defensive line coach. You know, because I saw a lot of them cats turning their shoulders, running sideways, getting pushed off the ball. Like it was a lot of things that was being created. And that's just by the way they was playing up front. Nobody stepped and played vertical. They kept cutting off Michael Parsons on the backside, doing the same thing instead of him tightening his alignment. You know what I mean? And you never got them to 3rd and long. So your pass rushers never got a chance to play football. So I think their issue is a lot deeper than like, bro. We had the same problem with Bill Parcells and Quincy Carter. Same problem with Jason Garrett and Tony Romo. It doesn't matter. It's the same issues. And this man done had 3 12-win seasons. And shit, we still losing in the first round.
You ain't lying. Well, let's bring on a couple of defensive-minded coaches from the U, Desoto, some champs, so we can see how they would have dealt with the Cowboys defense.
Yeah, let's ask them.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the dub. The champs are here, and my music didn't play. There we go.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
All right, what's up, fellas?
And what's up, man? I think when you played the music, everybody from Alito left.
Well, look, Coach Beattie don't mind shooting slugs at all, man. I'm gonna call you the slug king.
Can't be afraid to tell it like it is. You can't be afraid to tell it like it is.
At all. So speaking of that, man, tell it like it is. How and I would love to tap into Ward and all them as well. How would y'all handle this defensively? I don't know if y'all Cowboy fans or not, but I'm pretty sure y'all saw that debacle. How would y'all handle that scheme wise, man? Because that was just asinine and insane what they were doing. They set themselves up to fail on the run and the pass as well, with how they I don't know, the game plan was whack to me.
Beattie, you want to go first?
You're the one that was calling them trash, AB. I'll let you go first.
Okay, so here's my take on it. My take on it is, I mean, I'm not a real big Cowboy fan, but you know, I obviously, you know, I watch them all the time. Just growing up watching the Cowboys, they should have, like my boy Coach Carr said, they should have had extra D linemen and a linebacker in the game to stop the run. It don't matter if you get in down package. It doesn't matter. Like if you ain't stopping the run, they ain't gonna pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to win that game in the trenches. If you ain't winning in the trenches, all them little passing games don't matter. You know, and so, you know, I mean, I heard y'all saying that they was running at Michael Parsons and all that type of stuff. Michael Parsons is good. He's more of a speed rusher type of cat. He's athletic, big, athletic. He's a bigger linebacker, but athletic. He's big enough to play defensive end, but he's really not a defensive end. He's a backer that can play in space. He ran he ran like a 4.4, 4.3, something like that in the combine. So he's a cat that's more athletic. I just think that them defensively, I just think they should have been able to stop the run more so than trying to stop the pass. That was the biggest thing versus the Packers. They had Aaron Jones looking like he was Walter Payton.
He ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? So he grew up a Cowboys fan. So that was the biggest thing with them. Like I said, you could have been a dime package or nickel package. They had to do a better job of stopping the run. If you ain't stopping the run, then the pass game don't even matter.
Nah, facts. All right, Beattie, what's your
talking about Cowboys trash, Cowboys this, choke, blah, blah, blah. And I wrote on the group thread, I said the problems will never get solved until you solve them from the top down. And Jerry Jones is not going to fire himself.
Well, let me ask you this, though.
Cowboys are all
I said this at the when they did this. The first mistake they made was to get rid of Ezekiel Elliott. First mistake. Because you do not have a run game. The Cowboys cannot run the football. And everybody kept talking about, Tony Pollard. Bro, when you the backup and nobody's game planning for you, of course you go off. But
Pollard has never been an every down back, in my opinion. He can't. His body's can't take that beating from an every down back.
But he's a third down switch up back. He's a complimentary back. You see what I'm saying? But they tried to make him the man. He's not built for that. You get to goal line and you couldn't win a lot of games because you couldn't even score on the 1-2 yards out. Those are downs for Ezekiel Elliott, right? So the best thing you can give a quarterback is a running game. That's it. Now I don't have to force throws. And if you look at the Cowboys, they very seldom took anything deep. So all their passing routes were all basically run routes. I just think they got a personnel problem.
I agree with what you're saying, Carl. I think Ezekiel Elliott, I won't say he made Pollard, but he tenderized the defense so Pollard could come in and do what he did. And like you say, when they got rid of Zeke, now they put Pollard as the guy. He just wasn't that, not that he can't do it, but he's not a physical running back like that.
He's not prepared to carry that ball for 25, 30 times a game.
Do that. Yeah, he can't do that.
No doubt. Well, hey, this Cowboys talk is depressing me, so we're gonna move it on to some better news. We're gonna talk about
Pat, before we get off these side holes, I got one question to ask you, Coach, about it. And I want to relate it to their team. You know what I'm saying? It's a high school thing. So let me relate it to them. You guys was able to do a great job with a smaller front, right?
Great question.
I felt like you guys had that old school athletic D-line, athletic run to the ball kind of defense. But you guys, every week when y'all was game planning, how did y'all really what was y'all mindset knowing that y'all was a smaller, more faster defense?
Well, number one, we need to know where they're trying to hit you. Number one, most high school teams are trying to find out where your empty beat gap is right now. That's why who was the one lighting up in the pistol? Was Southlake lighting up in the pistol to find out where your empty B gap is so they can run it to your B gap. We were very, very blessed to have four kids that have been working together for 4 years. Most of them 4 years, some 3 years. The chemistry was there. They knew where they were going to be. Like I'll give you Marshall for example. Marshall, if you paid attention to Marshall backfits a lot of plays. He's not taught to backfit a lot of plays. We don't backfit a lot of plays, but he does that because he's so quick. So even when he gets zoned, instead of trying to fight over the top of the zone block, he'll let you zone him because he's so quick, and he'll backfit it. And the linebackers have been playing with Marshall for years, so they know when they see that they got to fight over the top. So I think it's about being familiar with each other, just like the staff. I mean, I was with Coach Babino at Conley. You know, we've been together 6 years at DeSoto. We were together 2 years at Conley. Coach Holmes, he was my first DC when I first started coaching. We know each other so well that people could think that we're arguing, but we're not arguing. We're trying to find a solution and making the adjustments in the game and not waiting for them to come off the field or during halftime when you're getting beat by somebody. If that makes sense.
Okay. No, it makes sense, and actually, it goes to what our homies down on Marsalis like to say is that coaching camaraderie, and that family feel to where you know each other. Cause I mean, I've been on the sidelines doing games with soccer, and it seems like the same thing. What you saying is they know each other so well, they can freely talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like I'm assuming that's what you're saying too. You're freely able to talk to each other without having to worry about offending somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's your brother. Y'all been together. You don't have to worry. Kind of like me with these guys right here. You know what I'm saying? They put up with me. I pretty much say whatever. So, but they don't get offended. We keep working, and I see Sock do the same thing. And I haven't been on y'all sideline, but I'm assuming that's what you're saying is because y'all are so tight, y'all past that point of worrying about the little stuff. It's all about taking care of business. So if a coach get mad, he just might be in the heat of the moment, just mad. Ain't nobody say, "Hey man, you offended me," and you know what I'm saying. So y'all just understand how it goes. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. And I don't even think this whole year, AB. I don't even think the whole year we ever got mad at each other during the game.
No
matter what the situation was, no matter if they popped it for a long run or a deep pass, I don't think we ever got mad. We just, like I said, we worked together so long that we can talk through the whole thing, and it'll be about 4 or 5 coaches talking at the same time, but we're getting our points across and getting things fixed.
Yeah, like this year, I kind of didn't hear what y'all was saying a few seconds ago, but like just during the football season, like a lot of the stuff that happened throughout the course of the season, if there was anything that you had to get off your chest, it happened during the week. On game day, it wasn't about like what you don't like, what you don't agree with, or whatever. Like I hear a lot of times coaches talk about halftime adjustments. Well, we didn't really do that. We did in-game adjustments. So if something didn't happen on this particular play, it got fixed immediately. So that was one of the biggest things I think that take you to the next level. A lot of people talk about halftime adjustments. Well, by the time halftime, that game might be already be over with. So when we saw something that wasn't working, what the offense was, defense was taking advantage of, we made that adjustment right then and there. I think that's the biggest thing that we did this year that just took us to the next level.
Hey, Coach Babino, what was your primary responsibility on the defense?
I was defense coordinator.
Okay, the whole DC.
Was
okay.
You play caller?
Say that again.
I said, was you the play caller?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so you the primary. I know y'all had co-DCs, but so you was the primary.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, they got co-OCs, but they got more codes than anything.
Hey man, you gotta make that paper, man. But hey, you do know this is the Texas X, right? You know that, don't you?
Oh, I know that. Yeah, Aaron Babino, former linebacker at the University of Texas. We talked about it. Oh, as a matter of fact, we was talking to Coach before you jumped on J-Mag. I was talking to Coach Carr about it because we were saying, hey, how that matchup would happen between Texas and Michigan. Boy, Coach Carr was talking straight cash money. You got any response for that, Coach Babino?
Yeah, I was talking, but I wasn't on the show earlier.
It wouldn't have mattered.
I realized he couldn't hear nothing.
Hey, go ahead and rebut it now, Coach. Rebut it now.
No, but I mean, he had a valid point. He had a valid point. You know, this year, you know, like I said, Sarkisian's doing a really good job there. You know, they getting the players in there. You know, it takes time. It's a process. You know, I mean, I feel like, you know, UT had a chance even at the end of the game versus Washington. They had a chance. You know, they had 4 plays inside the 15-yard line. So, you know, I mean, it didn't happen. So, you know, we'll see next year. I'm not trying to make a political answer, but I think it was definitely Michigan's season this year. Definitely.
Yeah. We didn't struggle against Washington. We didn't struggle against Washington, J-Mac.
I mean,
did y'all struggle against anybody this year?
Alabama went to overtime.
Alabama game.
Got you.
No doubt, no doubt.
But
all right, guys.
I will say this. Now go ahead, Pat.
No, go ahead, Jimmy.
No. I was just saying about the Texas thing. I'm a diehard Texas fan, right? So I already knew who he was. But I'm trying to put you in. Now you was with the early 2000s, right?
I came in '95 with Ricky Williams, that class.
You was with your boy JB.
Okay.
Me and Doonan was roommates.
Whoa, that's my dude. That's my guy.
Now, J-Mac, you know that Aaron Babino is the MVP of the Cotton Bowl, right?
Right. I didn't know
you ever want an autograph or anything? He'd be more than happy to take a picture in front of that trophy with you.
Really?
Philip Dawson was on y'all team?
Phil Dawson was our kicker, yo.
Yeah, because me and Philip played in the All Bowl together.
Okay.
Me and JB came out the same year. I was number 1. He was number 2.
Where you from?
I went to Carter.
So, okay. All right, bet. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So me and Donald McConnell real cool.
And who else? The big D line played for Jacksonville.
Tony Brackens.
There you go. TB.
Yeah.
Man.
So you're all head like us.
Yeah, he like us.
Yeah, he look young, don't he? He look like a little younger.
Yeah, he old head.
He got into the Big 8 or the Big 12.
I won the last Southwest Conference and the first Big 12.
Wow.
Yeah, sure did.
And there was another Babino that played after you, though, but I think
that's my little cousin. Yeah, that's my little cousin. He after me. Yeah, he played at Lamarck.
That's the one I was thinking. That's the one I was thinking of.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that was the year y'all had that 4th and 1 against Nebraska.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Up in Lincoln.
They were with Derek Lewis, isn't it?
They beat through the ball to D. Lou, who the head coach at Pinkston.
Yep.
At Pinkston. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
That's my boy.
Hey, man, why don't y'all go save my boy, man? Go save my boy and bring him over to DeSoto, man. You know,
I don't got to do with that.
Stuck out there with
I don't got to do with that, man.
Hey, look, he getting better though, Coach. He getting better though, for real.
Yeah, D. Lou doing good, man.
He getting
He's doing good. I'm just saying. I'm trying to give my man some ships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, what he working with, he doing a really good job.
No doubt.
I ain't gonna lie. Like what he did with this past year was amazing. Cause he actually, he had some very competitive games with basically no QB. Like they were seriously running QB left and QB right the whole game and was like competitive.
Man,
in almost every game.
He was just putting his best athletes out there, man. He had to do what he had to do.
Yeah.
No. I thought the job he did this year was great. He did a great job this year.
He's been doing a good job over there, man. You know, with all the stuff he's been going through. Yeah, he has.
All right, fellas. We're gonna play a picture is worth 1,000 words. I need both coaches to give me their description of this picture right here.
Oh God, what did I get myself into?
I'm sorry, that's my best friend.
Oh, wait a minute, what?
He's not my best friend, but we both from Port Arthur, so that's my homeboy.
Well, hey, that's Summer Creek's new logo right there. So
yeah, I wanted to ask Coach Mathis, what did that man do to him? I mean, did he not shake his hand during pregame?
Nah, Kenny was cool. Me actually, me and Kenny played together at UT.
Hey, did you from Port Arthur? You know Vernon Crawford?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I do.
Oh shit.
Port Arthur.
Hey, when you beat your man, did you play him for UGK? He say, "Tell me something."
Man, I didn't do none of that, man. It was just kind of funny because I'm not really on social media actually, and so like a lot of people from my hometown area was kind of I got my friends are on social media whatever, and they were just saying how they was going for their hometown boy Kenny Harrison, and then my actual one of my really good friends was like, well, I'm not going for Summer Creek, I'm going for DeSoto, and I'm going for their team because my friend is Aaron Babino. And they was kind of calling him a hater or whatever. Like, why you not going for the hometown boy? And he was like, fool, Aaron from Port Arthur. And they was like, oh, Aaron, like, who's Aaron? Yeah, they was kind of acting funny or whatever. And then, like, after the first quarter, everybody knew who I was.
I remember
who I was.
As a matter of fact, did you know Pimp C and Bun B in Port Arthur?
Chad actually was he was my neighbor in my neighborhood. Yes.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, in El Vestal, Texas.
Right there.
Hey, did you know Riley Dodge and them down there? The Dodgers, you know the Dodgers?
No, I didn't know Riley. He's way younger than me. I never met Todd Dodge, but my next door neighbor was teammates with Todd Dodge at Thomas Jefferson High School, and obviously Coach Dodge or whatever, Todd Dodge went to UT like I did as well, but my next door neighbor went to Oklahoma State, played with Barry Sanders. Actually, Thurman Thomas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they all from PA, right?
Say it again. Yeah, they all
from Port Arthur.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Well, that PAT
is. Before I ask you this question, Beattie, Coach Todd said he needs your autograph.
Which Coach Todd?
Coach Todd.
Which one?
From Sock.
Jason Todd. He wants your autograph.
Tell Coach Todd, Coach Todd doesn't know. I almost applied to Sock and I almost went in and asked him for a job myself.
Hey man, he'll take you, man. Coach Todd ain't turned down nothing, man. That man got about 80-something coaches over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they killing it. Hey, pick it up. I mean, Babino, Port Arthur, Memorial, Natchez, right? How far are you from there?
From PNG?
Yeah.
You talking about Port Natchez Groves?
Yeah.
Right next door, like 5 miles, 2 miles, 3 miles.
Damn.
Was you rooting for them against
we all PNG, Nederland, Port Arthur, all touch the same border, like DeSoto, Cedar Hill, Lancaster. They all side by side.
You gonna leave out Duncanville, huh? You gonna leave out Duncanville?
And Duncanville.
Boy, I'm looking at I ain't know PNG was that close, man. It's across the track, but the makeup is a little different.
Well, think about it. Rashawn Johnson went there.
Okay.
But he's from Port Arthur.
Okay, so he crossed. He was brave enough to cross that in train tracks.
He crossed them tracks. He crossed the tracks. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Man. Hey, he a legend out there too, right?
He is. He changed it up over there for him, man. You saw what they did this past couple. These past 2 seasons. So yeah. Coach Joseph got it going on over there.
Hey,
so what's your aspirations on being a head coach? Is that something you looking for? Cause you about our age, you about me and Willow age. I'm assuming. So
you try to make it
seem like dog, you old, man. You old, bro. You old,
bro. No, you're not, bro.
You're old head. Hey, the kids call you old head. You're old head.
Yeah, you're old head. Hey,
look, they just call you Unc. As long as they don't call you OG, if they just calling you Unc, you good. But when they start calling you,
they call him school. They call him school.
You don't want to be called school.
Nah, man. I mean, that ultimately, ultimately, I do want to become a head coach one day. Yeah, I do. But that's just
I mean, is
that.
that something you actively like pursuing, or you just waiting for the right opportunity? And do you think that opportunity to be in DFW, or is that something you want to go back home? Because I'm gonna be honest, man, the coaching sucks for black coaches down there in that area.
Right.
So, is that something you want to take down there, or is that would you want to stay up here?
Oh man, I'll stay anywhere. Like I said, I love the DFW. Like I said, I've been there for the last 5 years, man. So it really doesn't matter. Like I say, it got to be the right opportunity. But I like where I'm at. At DeSoto. But if anything opens up, it's a good situation. 100%. I look into it. But I love where I'm at DeSoto right now, though. I'm not just looking like that.
Okay, you gonna take Beattie with you?
If you want to come, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take him with me.
Beattie too far. Make sure
Yeah,
Beattie
man.
back up wherever he go. Is he gonna talk cash? No.
Now, Beattie, Coach, I gotta ask you, Coach. I gotta ask you this because I asked my homie Matt Step this. Did you or did you not apply for the Eagle Pass job?
People keep on asking, but it's not open.
It was. They just named a coach. Coach.
Who did they just name?
Somebody from what's the name of Toller or somebody. It was like he was the first coach. It was. They just named him.
And this is why I'm asking.
He came from another school.
Phone call last week about Eagle Pass, and I said the same thing. I'm like, it's not even open, and it was from a person down
coach
who's an attorney who knows about 3 of the school board members, and he's like, man, you let me know if you want the job, and I'll go fight for in your corner. And I'm like, it's not open. I just went and visited with the head coach in December. Me and him sat in the office for an hour and a half. This is what he's waiting for. This is why I know it's not open. He's waiting for February 1st for realignment. If they put Eagle Pass back in the Laredo district, he's not going to retire. If they put him in the Northside district with San Antonio, word is he's going to retire.
What's the difference, Coach?
Well, he can win in Laredo. He can win pretty easily in the Laredo district. He's going to have to work if they go to the Northside district.
He should go to retire.
To me,
they don't play real football in West Texas. He won't play against the West Texas because they don't play no football.
Yeah, he should go to retire, man.
Yeah, if he's talking about retiring, he's already retired.
He already retired, Pat.
Yeah. But no. But no, they just named. Is Matt still watching this? I don't know if Matt's still watching the show. But no, they just announced they just announced Eagle Pass, or is there another school that just opened up?
No, are you sure it's Eagle Pass and you're not confusing it with El Paso? Because El Paso just named the head coach.
No, it was Eagle Pass, Coach. I'm telling you. Matt still posted.
It said Tom Gonzalez is the coach right now. Was that the coach before?
That's the former coach. I mean, that's the coach right now. It's Eric Villaseñor, who's at one Eagle Pass high school, and Tom Gonzalez at the other Eagle Pass high school.
Oh, so more than one Eagle Pass.
It was the other one then. Because they just named the coach.
And my best friend
just named the coach.
He win. And he's not going
I asked Matt Step. I said, how my man Beattie ain't getting this job?
No, because
he was like, well, I guess he didn't apply.
No, I would have applied for my, because that's the school that I went to. I would have applied for it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Hey, I'm fighting with you. I know
now,
I ain't
the one
that
just
much
came
in
open.
DeSoto, but I fight for you, Beattie. I fight for you. The rest of them,
the one that just came open is Shadow Creek.
I fight for you, Beattie.
No doubt.
Shadow Creek just came open, and that's interesting.
Is that in the same district or same neighborhood?
That is Alvin. That's in the Houston area.
Ah.
You know what, Coach Holmes? I think Coach Holmes.
I'm sorry, that's Summer Creek. Shadow Creek.
Coach Holmes might have said he might have got that. It might have been Eagle Mountain.
That sounds like the one that was open, Eagle Mountain.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Coach. Hey, Coach Holmes, we need you on the show, man. You can't be up in here correcting us and they never been on the show.
Is that
Holla at
Tony
him,
Holmes?
Coach.
Tony Holmes.
That ain't Tony.
All right.
That ain't Tony.
It sounded like, man. All right, guys,
Hey,
y'all
Tony, you need to come on the show too, Tony Holmes, because you tried to sneak diss me, Tony. So bring your butt on the show. You got to talk.
He doesn't
Bring
like
your
it when
butt
you
on the
call him
show.
Tony. You
You
got to
tried
call
to
him
sneak
Antonio.
diss me. I got you.
He said he don't like to be called Tony. All right,
He
Tony.
likes to be called Antonio.
Antonio?
Man, I'm
That's
calling
his
him
real.
Tony.
That's his real
He
name,
tried to diss me.
Antonio.
He tried to sneak diss me. Tony, you summoned. Come on.
Hey. Well, hey, DeSoto, y'all been named the pound for pound best team in Texas. Let's go over your resume a little bit. Y'all beat the 2021 and 2022 5A champion last season. Y'all beat the 2022 and 2023 6A state champion D-Bill this season. You ended up being the state ranked #1 team by Max Preps and Sports Illustrated. You end up being the nationally ranked #2 team in the nation by Sports Illustrated. You guys have put 13 players in the NFL since 2012, and you are among the most recruited schools in the entire nation. So with that being said, that resume, Coach Beattie, you've been there pretty much that whole time period. How proud are you of the program? Because I know in the beginning, it was like Dak Prescott, boy. It was a monumental struggle to get there.
I'll tell you what, man. I love everything about DeSoto. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly. I love it all. It was a vision. It was a dream. 5 years ago, you know, Coach Mathis said, "We're gonna win two or three with this class coming in. We're gonna win 2 or 3 with this class coming in." And every time I got frustrated, every time I was like, "Man, Coach, you know, man, I'm gonna go look for another job." He said, "Coach," he goes, "we're gonna win 2 or 3." He goes, "Just stay with me, stay with me." And sure enough, we won 2 out of the 3 that he predicted. You know, I got Coach Sweeny, love him to death. Like, you know, I've known Coach Sweeny since I started at Galveston Ball back in 2000. Coach Babino, 2010 at Connolly High School. Coach Holmes, 2001 at Austin Johnston. Coach Chadwick, since he was at Marshall. Coach Chuck Williams, since he was at Marshall. I love these guys like they're family, and that's what makes this place so special. You know, I go to work every day with people I think are my brothers. We stay there, we bullshit, we play dominoes, we hang out, we go have lunch together. We'll, you know, Coach Babino will drive home. I'll call, make sure he makes it home okay. Like, that's what makes DeSoto special. And that's why I think we've won and had a good run these last 4 years, because it is family. We can't get in each other's asses when we need to, but we know it's not personal. We know at the end of the day, we got each other's back. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for any of these guys. You know, if I ever got a head coaching job, they wouldn't have to ask. They all got a job wherever I go. And I think it's the same thing, vice versa. And at the head of it all is Coach Mathis. And like I said the year before, last year, the ring was for him. He deserved it, and everything we did was for him. And this year, I told him I didn't enjoy it. I hated the state game last year. I was miserable. And I said, this year, I want to enjoy it. And I had tons of fun this year.
Absolutely.
I just beat the dog snot out of somebody.
Why was you miserable, Coach?
Man, it's not the football part. It's the interviews, get the roster correct for UIL. It's UIL Zoom meeting. I mean, it's all the stuff that you're happy to be a part of because you're going to the state game, but it's all the stuff that has nothing to do with coaching a football game. Passes, media passes, families coming into town. Family wants passes. They want a hotel. You know, kids that are not on the roster, parents. I mean, it's just headache after headache. You're just looking for the game to start so you can rid of all that and just focus on the game.
Can I ask
No doubt.
Coach Babino that? Because this was your first year as the DC, right?
Yes, sir.
So
I think
how was that feeling?
what made this year special, I agree with everything Coach Beattie said. I've been with Coach Mathis since Marshall, so this will be my seventh year with Coach Mathis. I think this year was special. I think this was the first year that he had all predominantly black coordinators on offense and defense. It was myself and Coach Chadwick on defense, and Coach Sweeny, and Coach Charles Williams on offense. So this was the first time that since I've been at DeSoto, that we were able to represent our culture and actually like just show that we also are good coaches as well. Not that we weren't before, but like we finally had our opportunity, and we showed that we could also coach on the big stage. And at a high level, So, Coach Chadwick did a hell of a job this season, not only on defense, but also on special teams, also with Coach Sweeny with the passing game. And obviously Coach Chuck, obviously calling the offense, but how he interacted with his offensive staff and with his coaches, we all just did a hell of a job collectively. Coach Holmes coming in with his expertise, and his experience, Coach Beattie, with his experience as well. Coach Miller with his experience on the defensive line. We all just came together, man. Coach Franklin, with the quarterbacks, like we all. This was the first time, and I'm sorry, also Coach Bowen as well, the offensive line. We just did a really good job this year. I think collectively, offensively, defensively, and in the special teams, to just take DeSoto to that next level. And, by us all being on the same page, all of a sudden now, this is quote unquote, now people talking about this is one of the best teams possibly in high school, public high school football history. But when nobody was talking about that, in the spring of 2023, nobody was talking about that in the summer of 2023. Nobody was even talking about that in the fall of last year until we beat Duncanville. Now, all of a sudden, look how good we are. You know what I'm saying?
And let me raise my hand, Coach, because I was very, 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 very critical. Y'all gave up 74 points in the spring game.
But see, that game,
I remember that.
Draft. We all draft. So guys that are on one team are not on the other. Like it's not actually offense versus defense. So it's actually like us coaches, we get together and we draft. We have a draft for the team. So it's not like, Kiki, Marshall, Douglas, and Jairus Guy, that's the D-line on one team. It don't work that way. Kiki might be on one side, Douglas might be on the other side, Booker might be the linebacker on the other side, Lay might be the linebacker on the other team. So it never worked out that way. So the spring game is kind of for the fans. That's for the fans.
Yeah, but Coach, it wasn't going to be that way till you beat Duncanville, though.
100%. And hey, I'm okay with that. That's what happens when you sit in that seat. Yeah. When you at DeSoto.
Y'all earned that though, right?
100%. That's
what makes it. To me, that's what makes it special.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of somebody just coming and telling you that, like, nah, we earned that right to be called that team.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And that's what makes it dope.
100%. I agree. 100%. That's what I was saying. Like, like nobody thought of that until that happened. And then when that happened, it was like, well, hey, these are all coaches or coordinators that, this is their first time calling it this year. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, nobody looked at that because if you look at the coordinator for Duncanville, that used to be the head coach at DeSoto, the OC I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of experience. You know what I mean? As a play caller, that's what I'm saying. And a head coach for that matter. So we came in, with a little chip on our shoulder, big chip on our shoulder, and showed the world that we can do the same thing.
No doubt. Hey, Coach Beattie, check on Matt to see if he's still going to tap in for me. Coach Babino, let me ask you this. What do you think is the purpose of the co-coordinators? Because before, and Mathis has done this in the past as well, I just don't see a lot of schools doing that. So what's the purpose of the co-defensive coordinators and co-offensive coordinators?
I mean,
and I was going to ask him that, but he hadn't got him on yet.
And I was going to say that's a Coach Mathis question. Don't ask me that question. I don't want to give the wrong answer. Not that that's a wrong answer though, but no, I mean, because we got so many good quality coaches on our staff, so being a co, I mean, that just all that means is just that we all still have the same, yes, I called it, but Coach Chad was just as much the defensive coordinator as I was.
Right.
If that makes sense what I'm saying. So, I mean, we talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like before practice, after practice, during school, all the time. Just game planning, what worked, what didn't work. But it's not just him, it's everybody on the staff, So I mean, that's a title, but all everybody on both sides of the ball could be a coordinator, whether it's offensively or defensively. I mean, our staff is just that good.
I'll give you a perfect example of why do it. If you look at Duncanville the last 4 years, they've lost plenty of coaches every season, right? So if you have a co-coordinator that work hand in hand, both of them know the ins and outs of that defense.
Okay.
If Coach Babino leaves to go get a head coaching job, then Chadwick can slide right in, and we shouldn't miss a beat. If Coach Williams leaves to be an offensive coordinator, Coach Sweeny should slide in and not miss a beat because they've worked hand in hand with the game planning, with the breaking down of the opponents, with what works and what doesn't, hand in hand. So I think it relieves a lot of that pressure when one coach leaves. You have another one that can slide in right away and not miss a beat.
But don't. So is it just y'all two do the game planning, or is it something that they do as a staff?
Whole staff.
Yeah.
Whole
So
staff.
everybody should pretty much know the
Like
ins and outs, right? Like, so y'all not doing anything different than another person would do, right?
That's correct.
No doubt. Coach Carl left me on pause for a second.
But don't worry about it, man. I just ask questions.
Look, I'm sitting up here waiting for the follow-up. All right, my bad. Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all, do you have a quality control coach? Because I can be the co-quality control coach or something. So I asked Mathis.
I just want to be the hype man.
Yeah, I do that. I do that. I'll be the one running out the tunnel.
Too big MC.
Right.
I just want to be
too big.
I just want to be safe. I just want to be safe.
No, you're not gonna be. Hey, okay, so guys, we got y'all on here. Babino, Beattie done already spoke his truth. Babino. So I do have a question.
What's up?
All right. So after that Duncanville game, a couple of my co-hosts were threatened. They was called out of their name. They was treated like the poor stepchilds of I don't know who. Duncanville, I guess. But they was treated bad. They got threw out. They got threw out of the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about that?
No, sir. No, I did not.
Is this your first time hearing about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, let me enlighten.
That means Beattie to do his job. That means Beattie lied to me. We'll talk about that later, Beattie. We'll talk about that later.
Well, you got to realize, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when you talk about old school, I got short arms like a dinosaur, man. I'm not on social media, none of that stuff, man.
No, this ain't got nothing to do with social media, coach.
You ain't got to be on social media, bro.
Right after the game.
All right, we got Coach Mathis in the background. We'll be bringing him on in a minute as soon as he gives me a picture. There we go. There we go.
What's up, Coach Mathis?
There you go.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Is that a belly? Oh yeah, sit up, dog.
No,
you didn't say that to Beattie, coach.
I promise
you didn't say that to Beattie. Beattie been laying down across the bed the whole night.
He on his stomach though.
But I got
a six-pack.
Six-pack in here.
Hey, coach. I was just asking Babino and Beattie about why the philosophy of having two co-coordinators, offensive and defensive. I think that's kind of unique. I don't see I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'm pretty sure somebody else has done it, possibly, maybe not. But what's your philosophy on that?
It's in college all the time. If you look in college, a lot of college guys have co-defense coordinators and co-offensive coordinators, and it's not anything unheard of. It's out there, and the reason why I like it is because I give both my guys a chance to be able to reach their potential, and they both call the plays, and when people are out there looking for coaches and everything, I mean, it's not just pick one; you got two to choose from. So I think my guys do a great job of that right there. Plus, it's about titles as well, and both of them have earned it.
No doubt. Man, excited to have you on. You missed a lot of the good portions of the show early, and I shouldn't do this to you, but we said a picture was worth 1,000 words. I just wanted to see what your opinion was on this picture.
What that man do to you, Coach? I need to know, Coach. I need to know, Coach, what that man do to you, because I ain't gonna never do it.
Oh Lord, we done lost Coach Mathis and we done brought on Swaggy. What's good, Swaggy?
No, you kick Swag out. Kick Swag out. We don't want to hear Swag. Swag want to come on when Coach come on. That ain't fair.
That is messed up. Like time Coach Mathis came on, Coach Swaggy come on.
When Coach come on. No, dog. We been here.
And Swaggy, what kind of shirt you got on? What shirt you got on? What shirt you got on? Okay, did you wear that to the DeSoto game?
I got to run to my car and get my headphones. I'll be right back.
Had I love DeSoto shirt on. Yeah, get him out of here. We don't want to talk Swag. What Coach at?
Oh man, I think Coach, we lost him for a second. As soon as we get contact, we'll bring him back in. There we go.
There we go. There we go.
You put that picture of Coach. Coach ain't got no words for that, man. He assaulted that man.
I had a phone call I had to check. Remember, we just have to play at Duncanville.
How'd that go for y'all? I'm pretty sure y'all knocked them out the box.
Well, our girls won and our boys got drawn, but our girls won and had a big game. They had to win, so we can. I think we'll be tied for district with Duncanville, and I think our boys got beat pretty good. So, but to answer that question right there, you guys that showed me, man, I think it was just a man looking up there at the scoreboard and looking at the wrong time when he's up there and he got caught. So he picked the wrong time to look at that scoreboard.
Hey, Claude, they asked me what I thought about it. I said all I said was this, man, I'm sorry, man.
Lord help.
I just want to know, Coach Mathis, what did he do so I won't have to do it? I don't want to make the same mistake.
Man, no, man, our kids has played well, and we had talked about some things, and we had reached some goals. If it was close to reaching our goals in that game, that we were going to do it, and we were going to let the kids do it, because there's a lot of kids that played in the playoffs, didn't play in the playoffs, and really deserved to play in that game right there, and so they had the chance to play. So we wasn't going to stop them, because you never know. And those kids were seniors; they'll never be back there again. So we let those kids play. We let them ball out. So to me, it really didn't matter what the score is, because our kids were playing, and that's what it was about.
No doubt.
Yeah. Okay. So J-Mac, if you don't want that problem, don't line up against him. Is all he's saying.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. This team right here, I wouldn't line up against this fast team. I'm just gonna be honest.
So J-Mac, we had a conversation. We had a conversation with Coach Mathis, right? We was watching his homeboy get demoralized at the Pop Warner game, right?
At Yates, yeah.
Yes.
Houston Yates.
You remember that, Coach?
Yeah, I do. My boy, he took one. Yeah, he did. He took that.
And we sat there and we said, and this conversation was like, nobody's going to be able to stop them from scoring this year. Yep. No matter what they do, they're not going to be able to stop them. Remember we had that conversation, Coach?
No, I do. I remember the whole conversation.
And that's why. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, man. Like I think Coach Mathis, regardless, is in his DNA. He is an offensive guy, and he's been at the top of his game as a player. So any chance he get to run the score up on you, he ain't necessarily running up the score on you. He just don't know how to stop the peak. Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say that our kids and our coaches, we coach until that clock says 0-0-0-0, and that's going to always be my philosophy. And a lot of our kids don't get to ball sometimes, and they earn it. They practice so hard, and they deserve it. So we try to get our kids as much playing time as we can. The kids that haven't been playing a lot, so when they do get out there, they have a chance to showcase for colleges as well. So I really don't pull back when it's come to that right there, because it's about our kids. But I'm going to always be respectful of the game. I'm always going to be respectful for the coaches across the opposing field if I like you, and I won't pull it off.
I don't have to ask if you don't like it. But I do gotta ask you this, Coach. I gotta ask you this. This is the one question I've been waiting to ask you, right?
Yeah.
Like, just keep it a buck. I've been here since you first came to DeSoto. My son was at McCowan when you first came, so it's always been the stars for you. Like, you've always been climbing and reaching that level. Even last year, you won state, but you didn't beat Duncanville, right? So they want to say you was a D2 champion. You wasn't a D1 champion. I just want to know, what's the motivation after you've already crossed off everything? Like, you don't have nothing else to complain about. I'm sorry. I'll be the first one to tell you, you ain't got nothing else to complain about. You coach of the year. You the king of the South. You the king of Texas. You the king of all public schools in the U.S. What's the motivation, Coach?
Our kids, our coaches. I love to win. We love to win. We're DeSoto. We're the U. I don't like to lose, man. And so we have a chance to defend our title again. And so the motivation right there is all of the above I said, especially defending that title. Our kids got a chance to do something that a lot of seniors have never had a chance to do, and that's three-peat. And our kids have a chance to do that. So the motivation is always going to be there. Always be there to win. I'm very competitive. Our kids and our coaches are very competitive. But no, man, it's a new season, man. We're coming back again, and we're trying to win another title. And one of the things that we have to do is understand that it's for a three-peat, and not a lot of schools can say that. So we're there. We're very motivated. Our kids are motivated, but I'm definitely motivated because I love to compete. That's just in my DNA.
No doubt.
So,
hey, let me ask you this.
Question is, where's the three-peat? Is it going to be 5A or 6A? I mean, I'm just got to ask what everybody asks. Where's the three-peat happening?
Because look, Coach, word on the street is Alito has been lobbying to get y'all to move down.
Alito can. Boy, you almost made me say something on this show. This is what I'm gonna say.
Righties, Valencias.
Let me take a step back. Let me move south. I can tell you this right now. They know where I'm at. They know where we at. And me and the coach had a great conversation. We was in the All-Star game up in San Antonio, and me and Coach, their Lido coach, we had a great talk and everything, and it was nothing about playing each other. So we're very cordial, we're very respectful of one another, and if they want to play us, we can call. I've called them before, and they didn't want to play us because they was already booked up. They didn't have a game, so they didn't want to play us. But we're always there, and they know where we are.
So that means you're going 6A, Coach?
Say what?
Do that mean you're going 6A, Coach? That what it sounds like.
They know where we at. We're trust me, they're seeing us sooner than what they think.
Well, because Coach, here's what I heard. They said that y'all have been very intentional on ducking them.
Wow.
This is what I heard.
Hey, North Shore said that too. North Shore been saying that too, Coach.
They said y'all really don't want that smoke, that y'all all hype. Now, Coach, I don't know if this to be true or not, right? I can't confirm nor deny this. I'm just telling you what the word on the street is.
Let me ask you guys this: are they asking Duncanville the same thing? Because the last I heard, I really do believe that we on a level just like them, and they're on a level just like us. So are they asking Duncanville this? Because if they're not asking Duncanville this, they don't need to be talking to us.
Well, Coach, why would they ask Duncanville? Y'all the king of the South.
Y'all the
Trust
king,
me.
coach.
Why
Y'all
would
the
you want
king.
to play
Trust me. And I'm being very frank on that. Trust me. Duncanville has won it for years at the Division I level. We've won it the last 2 years on Division II level. I don't think it's so much about them, but it's always DeSoto this, DeSoto that. And schools don't pick on, they don't come out with certain schools and want to pick on certain schools because we've always opened up to playing anybody. And so I'm going to say this. I don't hide, I don't duck from any team. I never will. I won't. But at the same time, they have my number. I don't have to pick up the phone and call them. They want to play me, they know my number.
You hear that, Aaron? You hear that, Aaron? I don't want to hear nothing else from folks from Toledo. Unless
The
y'all
Fighting
pick up the phone.
Valencias.
Yep, the Fighting Valencias.
Listen. So if they call you and say, "Hey, we got a week 2," and you already got a week 2 schedule,
they're not going to do that.
Week 2?
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. And the reason why they're not going to do that is because you know why they're not going to do that. I know why they're not going to do that.
I got to ask, Coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, look at
And like I said before, me and their coach are very respectful towards one another. I mean, we don't have no beef between one another. I think he does a great job at Toledo, and I know he knows how to do a great job with my staff at DeSoto. So, I mean, if they want to play, they know my number. I've called them before. They couldn't get it on their schedule to play us, and they did have an open date. So it is what it is. But we'll see them soon enough.
So you think they ducking because they don't know if you're gonna go 5A?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why they're ducking. I really don't. I couldn't tell you if they're ducking or not. I just know that right now my phone hasn't rung.
Okay.
But hold on, coach. They didn't have no problem scheduling soccer. So I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be messy, coach. You know you my dog, coach.
You are trying to be messy, but go ahead.
I'm being very messy. I'm being very messy. And I'm just saying, coach, they didn't have no problem scheduling soccer, coach.
And I'm going to respond to that right now. I'm going to respond to that. And I think they scheduled soccer because they're both 5A. They have never. Everybody keeps saying that if those two played each other, it would be a great game. Who was going to win that game right there? But it'd be a fantastic game for 5A. So I think they're finally coming together to ask soccer if they want to play, and I think that's why it's happening. So I would love to watch that game. I'd love to be.
Hey, you know what game I want to see? I want to see Longview and DeSoto. I think that'll be Longview and DeSoto. I think that's one of them games that you can get the boys motivated for or whatever, because I know Longview has gotten the best of DeSoto in the past. I think that game got to happen.
Hold on. DeSoto ain't never beat Longview. Let's just be
honest.
What I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying. I think that would be awesome for DeSoto and Longview.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I have asked Coach King multiple times for that rematch, and Coach King said no. So me and Coach King are really good friends. Me and Coach King are really good friends. I mean, I would love to play Longview. I definitely would love to play Longview. But Coach King is a really good friend of mine, man. I ain't lying. Me and Coach King go way back, and I think that it would be a great game if we played. He has gotten the best of me the last 2 times we played each other, but that would be a game that I would love to play. But that's my dude right there, man. So hopefully Coach King will hook it up again one day.
I gotta ask you, Coach, because it's a Longview fan, and he my brother, so I ain't gonna disown him. That's my brother, but. He's a diehard Longview fan, and he loves to claim that Longview never beat DeSoto. I mean, Longview never lost to DeSoto. DeSoto never beat Longview. But he said in a way like DeSoto don't want that smoke. And now, one thing I do know, Coach, is when you the king, and you the king, right? You ain't the king, you the king, because we on the dub. You the king with an 8. You the king.
That's Martin Luther the king.
Yeah. We passed Martin Luther. You the king. You with an 8.
J-Mac.
When you the king, we don't duck no smoke, right? And you want to get your lick back. Because I saw how it happened when you got your lick back on sample. So don't nothing please DeSoto more than getting a lick back. So I feel like with your permission, we could just apply a little pressure out east.
Please do.
We can apply a little pressure out there. If you want. If you want, we can apply a little pressure.
Well, I'm going to say this, Coach. He's not your friend. He's only your friend, so you want to All right, so let's just be honest. All right, let's just keep it 100. Now, what I heard from some people up north is we might be taking a road trip up north to play. God, what's the name of that school in Michigan? Not Bird. What's the name of that school? Anyway, a school up in Michigan. They got the #1 quarterback in the country.
Who?
Underwood, the #1 quarterback in the country in the class of 25. I heard y'all might be heading up north to play a team in Michigan. What's the name of that?
Detroit. In Detroit.
No,
it's
no, we're not.
Y'all not gonna make that trip?
No, we're not. No.
I did see that. I think they had y'all set up for a trip in Oregon as well, right?
Well, that's something that we're working on behind the scene. Hopefully, we can get that worked out again to go back up there. So even my guys don't even know anything about that. So hopefully we will. We don't know yet. Yeah, we don't know yet.
Hey, J-Back, you know what, man? Give me a call so we can know the schedule for next year because I don't even know anything that you're talking about. I'm like, man, I'm confused. Can we know who we play week 1?
You're not in the know, Beattie. You clearly are not in the know.
Beattie, that's supposed to be your homie, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to let me know. You're supposed to let me know.
Everybody at Holiday, Coach Mathis is their friend. Y'all really don't know him.
Hey, man, I'm going to be picking up the phone and making some phone calls because I have no clue what y'all are talking about. I was telling y'all, if y'all want to make some money, y'all need to set up a Dallas versus Houston matchup.
We do.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go. I'm going to go there now. Because, I mean, we got you, Coach Mathis. And don't get me wrong, Coach Mathis, you the king, right? I said you the king of the South when you beat Duncanville. I say you the king of Texas, you won state, right? So you the king. And I ain't going to say king no more because you the king. I'm tired of being proper. You the king. So what I want to know is a lot of people are saying that DeSoto and North Shore has a week 2 on their schedule. And why that game ain't being pursued. So for the fans, can you just answer that?
My phone has not rung. I will see Coach in a couple of weeks because we'll be at our summit together and we get a lot of things done up there. And so me and him may chop it up there a little bit. But at the same time, I've always been leery of playing teams that I'm going to run down and play in the district in the playoffs. I've always been leery of that. Ever since I played another school that we played them the second time around, and it's tougher, especially when you're in the playoffs. It's a lot tougher. So if I plan on playing a team where I would see in the playoffs, I usually don't play them during the preseason at all because they already got video on us. They kind of know our tendencies. We kind of know their tendencies and everything. But at the same time, I don't know where we're going to end up at anyway right now. So me and him will probably chop it up down there when we go to the summit in a couple of weeks with me and him. But right now, I don't know where we end up. Plus, our schedule right now is pretty much filled anyway. So we'll see how it goes.
So you guys can go. So just hypothetically speaking, right? So you're in Division 2. Mm-hmm. So could you possibly end up in Division 1?
Yeah, it just depends on what our district is going to look like, and I don't know what our district is going to look like. I don't know what our district is going to look like on any level right now because if we're not in that district, we can be in somebody else's district, and I'm not going to ever see them at all. So the possibility could be there, or I could be in our district and still be at that level and still see them later on in the playoffs. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I have no clue what we're going to do yet. So the question mark is still there. So I'm waiting to see and how things are going to line up if we're going to go to the 6A or the 5A level. So we'll see.
So
are you going to be at the coaches thing February 1st, Coach?
Probably the way things are looking right now, I would know in the morning because my staff could take that over because like I said, I was supposed to be out of town on that day right there. And me and my staff kind of talked about it a little bit with one of my coaches on my staff, and he may have to take over that day because I may be out of town. So we're trying to do my flight right now, but I know first thing in the morning.
Hey,
Coach, if you're going to be there, I'm going to be there, Coach. I'm going to take off my job. I'm telling you right now, Coach. If you going to be there February 1st, I'm telling you right now, Coach. If you going to be there, now I'm not going for no assistant. And I love Coach Beattie. Coach Beattie is one of my favorite coaches. But I'm not taking out work for Coach Beattie. I'm only taking out work if Coach Mathis goes. Because Coach Mathis, that's down the street from me. I can walk there. So if you're gonna be there, Coach, I'm gonna be there. I need to know.
I think everybody. I mean, I think that's one of the hot topics in the state. And if DeSoto would go 5A, DeSoto would go 6A.
Definitely is.
We're gonna always do what's best for our kids and all of the programs, because it's not just about football. It's about other sports that's in our school that needs to have a fair shake as well. So we're just gonna wait and see, and we're gonna do what's best for our student, man. That's me 100 right there. We're gonna do what's best for our kids.
Yeah, that was pretty much the question I was gonna ask you, Coach. So thank you for answering. Like, what sports do you think would benefit more from being 5A as opposed to 6A?
I think our soccer teams will. I think our baseball team. I think our softball team will as well. Swimming, tennis. I just think.
See, that was a good Lord to cut you off.
Well, he said the T word.
Right. Yeah.
5A level.
The good Lord said football only.
I think our basketball teams. I think our track. I think our football teams. I think we'll do well, whichever level that we're at. But our baseball team has really turned the corner a little bit, and our softball team as well. So, man, I mean, we have some great coaches, great kids, but sometimes it's just, overwhelming when you play other schools that do this thing year round, man. And it's sometimes hard on our kids and our sports. So, I mean, I get it, and that's why we're trying to take a hard look at this and trying to do what's best for our students.
Yeah, because you got a lot of those country club sports.
As the only DeSoto alum on this panel, I'm the only one. I'm the only one that can reach up here and grab a DeSoto diploma. I entrust you, Coach. All I can say is kick everybody's ass. But I do got to come back with a backwards question, Coach.
What's that?
What made you? I want you to revisit this because you are the AD.
Mm-hmm.
You are the AD. So, what made you settle in on the boys, Coach Wright, as the best choice for DeSoto boys basketball?
I think that he was all the candidates that applied for the job, and what it came down to, I thought he was the best man for the job. But not just only me. We had our panel that decided that as well. Also, besides me, we had our school board involved as well as our superintendent. So it wasn't just a Coach Mathis decision. It was a group decision. And I think we made the right choice. But at the same time, when anybody gets started right now, this record may not prove it right now, and it may not show it right now. It's like when I first came to DeSoto, they wanted to run my ass out of town and call me a country bucket because I was 1-4 until we got things turned around. And so I think Coach Wright will get it turned around. I know he'll get it turned around, and he has my 100% full support, and he's going to be fine. But that's what decided on that. I think we thought he was the best man for the job, and he is.
All right. I'm going to jump in real quick because this tonight was all about a celebration. And so before you came on, we actually talked about you guys being the pound-for-pound best team in the state of Texas. We're just going to rehash real quick. We said that y'all beat the two-time defending champ South Oak Cliff this year. Y'all beat the one time at that time that y'all beat them, and then they eventually won their back-to-back title, D-Bill. Y'all ended up being the state ranked #1 team by Max Preps and Sports Illustrated, and nationally ranked #2 by in the nation by Sports Illustrated, and so on and so on. So with that being said, how proud are you of what you built in your second go around at DeSoto? Because I know first y'all built the U in the beginning, but now y'all built something beyond the U since then.
Man, I'm really glad you
Pop
asked
your
that question
shit,
right
man.
there.
Just
I
pop
really
your
do, man.
shit.
I really appreciate you asking me that because I feel that our kids and our coaches, man, they went to a whole different level this year, and they played so hard, they competed so hard, and they coached so hard, and they deserve that right there. I am so happy for our kids and coaches. I mean, last year it was big that we won. The year before last year was big for our school and our community, and I just wanted our community to rejoice that because it's been a thorn in our side that we haven't won another state championship, and they finally did it. But this one right now was. Man, it was so relaxing to be around our kids and our coaches because they deserve it so bad, man. I mean, they worked their hearts out, they worked their butts off, and I can't say enough about those guys right there and our players. So I have enjoyed this one. It has been really good for us. All the accolades those guys get and we get, they deserve it. They all deserve it just because of what they put into this thing the second time around. Because guys, y'all know this, back to back, that's hard. Man, that winning one is hard, but we really wanted to separate ourselves because a lot of coaches can say they won one, but how many coaches say they won two?
Absolutely.
And how many coaches can they say they won back to back? So kudos goes out to my players and our staff, man. I'm very proud of them.
I know three black ones right around the corner from each other to say that.
Yes, sir. That's big.
Yeah, that's the most beautiful.
Hey, it's the race to 3 right now, Coach Mathis. Yeah. I'm just being honest. Yeah. It's the race to 3.
Well, it is. And here's the thing. The beauty of it is every team that went this year still have an opportunity to go back next year. You know what I mean? So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, you seeing a fall off and you see the demise. Like for me, when I look at North Shore, for an example, that's not the same team anymore. You know what I mean? And no matter how you chop it up or no matter how you look at it, it's just not because you don't have the same head coach. You may have somebody who's on a staff, but they don't make the same decisions that the other head coach will make that will make a difference in the game or make a difference in preparation. Like, because you're going to do what you feel like you want to do because it's your program. I don't see North Shore being as dominant as they were in the past. So I see if it has to go between North Shore, either for Duncanville or DeSoto, I feel extremely comfortable that it's a 3-peat.
You know what I mean?
Like I see that.
Yeah, they're not the same team. He does a hell of a job there at North Shore, but just to get him back to the state championship game said a lot by him and his staff and what he's done because I know a lot of pressure was on him to get back there, and that's a hell of a job that he did. But yeah, it's still at the same time it's different, but at the same time, guys, I feel really good about our district, but I feel really good about us and where we're at right now because this year's team, I don't know how some of you, I don't know if you know how special this team was, guys. This was a dominating team in all 3 phases, man. I'm not lying. I can say this about that team because I've been around my last team. I've been around some great teams at DeSoto, and I've seen some other great teams play. This was a dominating team in all 3 phases, man. I had some hell of a coaches, man, and it would be hard for us to be beat by anybody this year.
Well, I think if you look at your team, last year's team, Coach, I would argue it's arguably one of the top 10 teams ever in the state of Texas.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I would say, okay, like your top 10 teams, they are in that conversation. Maybe top 5, right? From start to finish and the gauntlet that you had to go through to win it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For dang sure.
Taking strength of schedule and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? I
think the way they won too, Will.
Huh?
Right. No, I'm saying the way they won.
Yeah.
The way they won.
Like it wasn't these games. Like, well, the South Lake game. Well, I think the South Lake game was more of a state championship. You know what I mean? I think that was your state championship. So to speak.
We said that we looked at the schedule and the teams that we went through, and we felt that by far the Division II was the hardest bracket to go through, harder than Division I. And the teams that we played, our schedule was brutal, man, throughout the year, but throughout the playoffs, man, it was hard. It was the different teams that we played. It was brutal. You take the strength of the schedule, and it's right there. So I do believe that as well, and that's why when I say the way we did things, and when we played South Lake Curl, as a staff, we knew that was a state championship game. In our heart, we knew that was a state championship game. We did. We knew that was the game right there. And there's nothing against Summer Creek at all because they deserve everything they've gotten this year as well. But as a staff, as us looking in and other teams and playing them, we knew that was a state championship game.
Yeah, I mean, it's level, right? You know what I mean? Like you can honestly sit there and say, you know, as a coach, and you look at it and be like, that's a good team, but this team right here that we finna play, they good. Like they good. You know what I mean? And I just think that the way y'all played that game, because it really put you in a situation where you was playing behind a lot. You know what I mean? From turnover to everything that could go wrong was going wrong. And the fact that you was able to fight through it. So with that being said, the biggest question mark moving forward, quarterback.
Yeah. In that game right there, guys, I can honestly tell you this, and I'll move on to that question you just asked. Not one time did our kids or coaches think that we was going to lose that game. We laughed it off. We was actually laughing about the crowd because we didn't have any turnovers during the year, too, which set a record. And all of a sudden, we're going to have some turnovers now. And so we laughed that thing off. But our kids knew we weren't going to lose that game. We knew we weren't. Very confident in what we did and our ability, and knew we had to take care of the football, and we finally did. You know, we knew that our defense was playing at a high caliber as well as our special teams. And so we knew there's no way we was going to lose that game. And it was just a blessing that our kids came and finally quit turning the dang ball over. We got some stops on defense. Special teams started playing great, and we won that game. Now, back to the quarterback situation that you asked. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You can finish that, and I had something.
Our quarterback situation right now, we have some great kids that play. We have some great kids that are in our program. So we're gonna see where this thing goes. It's hard to replace DJ. You can't. That's a legend right there, man. And gosh almighty, DJ will be missed. DJ will be definitely missed. That's why.
No, I was wanted to ask, Coach, because I talked to Coach Peterman, and Coach Peterman said Dez White is the best QB ever that he's ever coached or seen. So I just want, from your opinion, just where do you put DJ in your opinion?
Peterman, it don't matter what Peterman says. In my eyes, it don't matter what the hell he says at all. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the damn head coach, and I've been there, and I can tell you this right here. Desmond White is a hell of a player. Desmond White is a freaking baller. And I can't take anything from Desmond White. I'm a huge-ass fan of Desmond White. But when you have the rings and DJ's done what he's done, in my eyes, right now, DJ is. And that's because of what DJ has brought to this table. And I'm not going to take that from that kid or any other kid. Desmond White is a freak. I love Desmond White and his family. Desmond White is – you can't tackle Desmond White in the phone booth.
Right.
Desmond White is the only quarterback that helped me fall out on the goddamn sideline because of what he did in the game. That dude is a freaking freak.
I'm glad you said that.
But you know what people are judged by. You know what coaches are judged by? They're judged by championships.
By titles. Yeah.
And that's the good thing about this sport in the profession that we play. You're judged on titles and rings, man. And DJ Bailey has two, and he's won it back to back. So I can't take nothing away from that kid either. I mean, DJ Bailey is a legend.
No
Desmond
doubt.
White is a legend.
No,
They're both great quarterbacks. Yeah.
Real quick, hey, Coach, not because we're on DJ, I do got to ask you this question. From a recruiting standpoint, Coach, how disappointed are you in college coaches and their inability to assess DJ?
Big time disappointed. Very disappointed because they want to look at height instead of understand this is a football player. And you look at the other quarterbacks that's short. One of them is playing right now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ain't gonna say no name. Drew Brees is another one. But you got other quarterbacks that are out there, but really DJ is not on that level and can play. So no, very disappointed in that. I think Sam Houston got a steal. Kudos to Sam Houston State for offering Desmond. I'm saying Desmond White now, offering DJ scholarship. And trust me, I would love to help Sam Houston State here on out and try to get players from DeSoto. I promise you that, because they made the right choice in picking DJ Bailey. DJ Bailey is a dude, man. He's a baller.
How disappointed are you in the HBCUs not taking a chance on DJ?
I'm disappointed in all of them. It doesn't matter what level you're on. I'm disappointed. That's the same thing with Desmond White. They did him the same goddamn way. And this kid finally, TCU, North Texas woke up and offered him, and then TCU offered him as an athlete, and he went on to do great things at TCU. But he's another one. I'm hoping that guys got to really see through the statue of height. The kid can play, man. Bottom line, he's a football player, and DJ Bailey can play.
No doubt. Hey, all right, I'm gonna jump in real quick. You mentioned that you fell out on the turf when Desmond White made a play. I remember that. Did you Coach Babino? Did y'all have that feeling when Kiki Abrams made that amazing play against South Lake Carroll? Like, that was insane.
That's one of the most amazing plays that we've seen. We've had some great goal line stands. That's funny. We've had great goal line stands against South Lake.
Yep.
And that was another one, because we had one at SMU with my boy
Beast.
T Young, Taylor Young,
and
some other guys when they made that stop right there. When T.Y. made that stop, man, and Kiki, man, that was an unbelievable. That goes down to one of the top 5 plays ever, or top 2 for sure, the goal line stands when it comes to making that stop in order to crucial part of the game and to win the ball game. So yeah, man, that was unbelievable what Kiki did, man. But you can tell before the game and through the playoffs, Kiki was on another level. Kiki was on another level, and he showed it.
What about you, Coach Babino?
I think what made that play so spectacular was that Kiki was playing left defensive end.
It's hustle.
Right? He was playing left defensive end, and I think they did like a zone read play. Yeah, and the quarterback pulled it. And when he pulled it, Kiki came from the left side and looped all the way around to the right side and made that play. And that quarterback for South Lake Carroll was 6'7". And so when he reached and dove, Kiki stopped his lot, almost hit a brick wall. It
was that was the most amazing part about it, because he came over there and was able to get the leverage to knock the hell out of him and stop him, like you said, hitting a brick wall. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's just be honest. Coach Dodd said that himself, right?
His hustle was unbelievable, man. His pursuit, his hustle, that tells you right there how bad they want to win it, because when you're playing, all 11 got to go full speed, but you never know when somebody's not going to be able to make that play, and you got to make that play for them. And the pursuit drills that we do in practice, that was pretty much a pursuit drill right there that we do in practice. And what he did, dude, that tells you right there, he was all in. He wanted to win, but there was nothing going to stop us from winning championships when you got players like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We call that like I always used to tell my kids, I say, come up is a day away. And they would never understand what that means. And it's, you have to be willing to play that play as hard as you can, because you don't know when that time is going to come. It's literally a day away or a play away. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing is good things happen when you run to the football.
That's right.
Always. You know what I mean?
Bad shit. Always.
Yeah. Always. They happen. So I think a lot of times, man, when you see a kid that plays with that type of energy and that loves the game of football, when you see that, you know that kid loves football. You know what I'm saying? Like there are plays, like I always tell people, when you can watch, you can learn a lot about a person and their character by the way they play football. You can find out who they are as a person, as a human being away from the game, just how they play the game of football. If you get a kid that runs to the football, that's always around the football, he loves the game of football, and he's going to always outwork the work. And I think when you looked at DeSoto this year and the major defense so good, it's like when we was talking about Marshall. Marshall is like one of them dudes where you like, okay, Marshall, now you know you're supposed to be in the A gap, bro. But I ain't really tripping. But you're supposed to be in the A gap, but
Yeah.
go play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like Maddie used to tell me all the time when I was coaching Mo Hurst, because Mo used to do that, and I used to get mad at Mo. And Maddie said, "Well, don't stop a player for being a player."
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there are things like when you talk about Marshall, that you couldn't block him one-on-one. So when you got a dominant D tackle, it frees up everything else.
And I can say this too, guys. When you have your kids coached up and they're ready to play, and the coach have them clicking on all cylinders, that's going to get them to that ball as well. And I can't say enough about our defensive staff. I really can't. Those guys had those kids ready to play, mentally ready to play. The messages that I relayed, they relayed to the kids from me. But at the same time, my coaching staff had those kids ready to play. They knew their alignment and assignment, but they were ready to fight through and go through a wall for my staff, man. And that says a lot about our defensive staff, man. I can't say enough about those guys right there, man. They did a hell of a job this year, along with my offense staff.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of staff and the culture, I think Marvin Duffy probably was an example of that, man. Can you speak to him and how special he was for y'all with the unexpected injury to Tiger?
Man, that kid he won an award. He won the Corey Barner Award, and the Corey Barner Award is an award that you find a way. And that kid fought through so much adversity and wasn't even supposed. He was third. Actually, he was third on the depth chart. He's third on the depth chart. And we had 4 great running backs. And when I tell you, we stepped to the forefront and stepped up, because we had a saying on our team. You're one player away, but next man up. And he was the next man up. But you're talking about a great young man. It was easy to coach. It was fun to coach. It was him right there, man. So that kid really stepped up his game and took it to a whole different level, man. And we wouldn't be there without Marvin Duffy.
Absolutely. Who was that guy on defense? You or Coach Babino can speak to that.
About what, as far as what, Coach? I'm sorry.
Just kind of that unsung hero, somebody that stepped up and showed out for y'all.
I would say I got him. I'll say right now, Jairus Guy, our defensive tackle, next to Marshall, Jairus Guy. He was that kid this year, Jairus Guy.
Number 99?
Number 90.
Number 90.
Number 90. Number 90.
Well, he's about what, 5'5"?
Hey, maybe. He might have been. Maybe. He was shorter than Marshall.
Yeah,
He was shorter than Marshall, man. That kid, he bought it every single week. People was worried about number 44, and then they were about 44 and 15, and number 90 would be tearing them up.
Coach, that's why if you
got
one
fire hazard, Coach.
Listen, I love them, Coach. They all built like me. So,
No, Coach Carl, you was 6'1". You was 6'1", Coach. These kids like 5'6".
Because we both were former running backs that ate our position.
No doubt. Coach Beattie, who you had on that back end? You felt like was unsung hero?
I think they all did something different every game. I think Mac had 2 lost turnovers and a fumble recovery against Duncanville, which was big. It gave the offense the ball right back. Quiet kid. Nobody really recognized them. Nobody acknowledged them. Sael had 2 fumble recoveries and a touchdown against Bucks. I think they all played their part. They're not a star per se, but they all played their part when they needed to play their part.
Absolutely. And then Coach Mathis, speak to Jason Douglas and Kiki Abrams. I thought they were both special. They were both back-to-back state defensive MVPs, which is crazy to have that back-to-back and have those 2 as your bookends.
Well, Kiki told me that he was going to go get that MVP. He really wanted that MVP. He really thought that last year he had a chance to get it and he didn't get it, but he wanted to prove to everybody. And Jason Douglas is a man amongst childs right there, man. Jason Douglas is a beast. He played well. He played hard. They were the catalyst of the defensive line, and they made things go, man. But Jason Douglas was huge because, you really can't run to his side. You really can't run the Kiki side. But Jason Douglas shut it down. And Marshall Marshall, when it comes to that defensive line, you got to have a surrounding cast. But that dang Marshall, you got to double team Marshall, guys. I'm sorry. You can't single block Marshall. And Marshall makes that thing go because now everybody else is single blocked. And once you're playing one-on-one, you're not going to be able to block Douglas. You're not going to be able to block Kiki. So Marshall makes that thing go as well, man. So, but going back to what you asked me, Jason Douglas is a dude. He played his ass off this year, but that's why he was MVP the year before. And then you got Kiki right now. So that says a lot about those guys, man.
Absolutely. Especially Kiki. Coach Babino, what do you think he projects to in his future because of his build and the position he plays? I feel like he's going to be playing another position on the next level.
Well, I mean, Kiki right now, he played defensive end for us, but he's so fast, man, and athletic. I mean, that's the position that he plays for us. He beg us all the time. Can he play linebacker and play in space? That's probably what he'll play, at the collegiate level, But, I mean, he's going to gain more weight. I mean, me and Coach Mathis was actually talking about him this evening, just saying how when he gets to college, they're going to have him at that training table and put him on supplements and everything, and he's going to bulk up. He'll get a whole lot bigger than what he is. Kiki probably walk around at probably like 200 pounds, 195, So, but he plays big, because his motor is just nonstop, So when he get to college, and he get in that training table and everything, and just with an actual strength and conditioning coach that's specific for him, that kid he'll probably end up playing outside linebacker, stand up backer, you know what I mean, and rush when they need him rush. He's similar to I'll say Michael Parsons, but young, in the early stages of it, that is. He'd be able to do both. He can rush and drop.
You think he'll be more of a will when he gets to college?
Yeah. But I see him more on the edge. I don't see him in the box.
Right. So
if that makes sense.
Where's he going?
Kiki
committed to Purdue right now.
Yeah, he committed to Purdue. I don't know where he's going though.
Ooh, he got to play in that Big Ten.
But Baylor just offered.
Yeah, Baylor, Tulsa, and somebody else.
Do y'all see him as more as a Robert Mathis type of defensive end?
I would like him in a 3-4 outside backer.
That's what I was thinking. Like as a will, as he's your weak side outside linebacker that can handle a lot of your drops. You can drop him, you can bring him. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do a lot of things with him.
Well,
because of his athletic ability, right?
They more so call him like a jack.
If you look at Von Miller, if you look at Von Miller, that's exactly what Kiki is. He fits great in Nebraska's defense. He fits great in Baylor's defense. It just depends on what defense you use that player in, especially when you're a stand-up defensive end, you're playing outside linebacker, you can rush into it as well. So that's what Kiki is, and that's what all the coaches are coming through there saying now. That's what I've always told him about Kiki, and everybody's beginning to see that about Kiki. It depends on Kiki can't play in everybody's defense.
No, he's a 3-4 outside
right now.
linebacker.
He will. Once he gets some more weight on him, he will, because if you look at his dad, if you look at his grandfather, those two men are the great height and great bone structure. And Kiki is going to continue to gain some weight, and that's what I told the guy.
Absolutely. Oh man, this has been great. The DeSoto takeover.
So he's gonna be good.
Hey man, this is always good, man. I do want to say one thing though, Coach Mathis.
What up?
How I feel being the king of the South? But it means something. I don't care what nobody say.
You're right.
Like,
no.
Hey, this between me and you. Like, ain't nobody else listening. Ain't nobody else hearing this. Between me and you, homie, I'm just being honest. Being king of the South means something, and you know that.
You know what? It really does. But being honest with you, I'm being real with you. I am so happy for my coaches and my players, because they're the kings. They don't have to. They don't have to say they this and that. They're the best. They're the best this past year in the state of Texas, man, and across the nation when it comes to public schools. And our coaches deserve it. I told our kids they don't have to bite their tongue right now. They don't. Enjoy this. We're enjoying this. We're enjoying it because I didn't get to enjoy it last year. I don't think we really all of us didn't get to enjoy it last year. But I want them to enjoy it this year, man. And they deserve it. And I don't want them to bite their tongues whatsoever. I mean, hell, we'll deal with the bulletin board material later on, man. Hell, they need to enjoy this right now. So I'm so happy for our kids, and I'm so happy for our coaches, man.
How many people walked up to you and paid for your dinner?
Well, you're not giving me no trouble to UIL.
Hey, but I do want to know, Coach. I mean, how do it feel? You still ain't answered that part. How does it feel to be the king? Because see, I know the one thing I do know, Coach, is you're not from here, and even though you've been here for forever, and I consider you from here, but you don't consider yourself from here, but I consider you from here. But how does it feel to be the king of the South? Like you wear the crown, Coach. You wear the crown.
It honestly feels great, and I can honestly say that because we work so hard, and you have so many haters that are out there and saying that we weren't going to do this, we weren't going to do that, we don't have this, we don't have that, but we just showed everybody what we have, and what we had this year put us on top. So it feels great, and I'm glad we did it. There is a feeling guys, it's hard to go back to back. And I said that earlier in the show. It's hard to go back to back, and we did it. And it's just a phenomenal job, especially when you have kids and coaches that have your back, and your kids are telling you, Coach, we're not going to lose. We're not going to let you lose, man. We're not going to let you lose. And they didn't. They didn't let our staff lose, and they didn't let themselves lose. So when you ask me that question, man, it feels great, and you want to stay on top. So we got to continue to go work hard and get ready for next year.
All right, I'm gonna ask one more question because I know it's getting late. Okay.
I do real quick, Pat. As someone that was here, because it's a whole lot of these new DeSoto fans, right? There's a whole lot of the coattail riding fans out here that I have problems with, but I ain't gonna talk about it.
Watch yourself.
Someone that was here. But as someone that was here, because my son was at McCowan when you first got us, right? I don't care about the co-riders. Y'all can hate on me all you want. To hell with y'all. I was here when Coach scored 40 points and still got blew out by 30. You did. I was here. So for all you coattail riders, Pat won't let me say what I want to say to y'all. But I'm happy. I'm very happy, Coach, because I remember, you probably don't remember, but I remember seeing you at a basketball game at Ellis Davis.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the field house.
Yep.
And it was after that Stony Point game.
Yep.
And I talked to you, and I said, damn, Coach, I thought we had it. We scored 40.
Yeah.
And you told me, you said, it's all good. We gonna get there, but we've been the farthest we ever been, and that was back then, right?
Yeah,
that was back when you first got here. So to see that you actually climbed that mountaintop and you can put your flag on the top, I'm gonna be honest with you, Coach. I'm proud of you, and I don't give a damn about these new DeSoto fans you got. Them your fans. I don't give a damn about them. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
I can tell you that. I appreciate that.
Come on, Pat. Stop.
I'm happy for you, Coach. But I don't care about these new. All these new fans can kiss my ass because I graduated in '93. I got DeSoto on my diploma. So to hell with y'all new motherfuckers. I don't give a damn about y'all. But I'm happy for you.
Hold on.
I appreciate y'all coming
on. I gotta tell you about the Stony Point game. We scored 40-some points, and they scored, I want to say 60-some points on us, but I'm gonna tell you the reason why they did it. After the first play of the game of our possession, the first play, I knew they had our playbook. We had a parent that gave them our huddle, and they looked at our whole practice, and we scripted our plays and knew exactly what we was going to do. That's what happened. We had a parent that got mad at us. The Stony Point game. The Stony Point game that he's talking about, because we scored 40-some points on them. But they knew our playbook because they knew the plays that we were going to run. They knew everything that we were going to do because they looked at us. They looked at us on purpose. We had a mad parent that gave them our huddle. So they were able to look at our Monday practice, our Tuesday practice, our Wednesday practice, and knew everything that we were going to do our first 10 plays and throughout the whole game. They knew our game plan.
What'd you do to the parent?
Let's just leave it at that.
Look, and I don't think y'all lost.
I will be bleeped out of this thing, and I don't know y'all don't want to do that. So I'm gonna be nice.
Oh, hey, Coach, we don't even have a bleep button, Coach. We don't have a bleep button.
Hey, real quick, I know this getting off the topic of football. What the heck is that going on with TCU girls basketball? Huh. They haven't open tryouts because they don't have enough players on the team.
The hell?
Yeah, but anyway, I just
you know what,
trying to figure that out. But go ahead.
We just had Coach Linson here, which was girls basketball coach. She's at Wiley, and she was telling us about how hard it is. For some reason, man, girls basketball is very, very hard.
No, it is. It really is. Let me ask y'all quick, because my battery is about to die real quick, but I'm going to ask you guys this right here. And I'm just being honest. At the beginning of the year, honestly, this is us talking. We're being real, right?
Already.
Okay. Who had us to pick win state and who did not have us win state?
No. Easy for me. Well, I think we all win state. Yeah, I think we all had that.
I had y'all to beat Duncanville. I had y'all to win state. I just did that.
Yeah, like Coach, listen, Coach. Let's just be honest. We haven't picked against you. Well, I'm gonna say me. I haven't picked against you, but until y'all played Duncanville.
Gotcha.
Right.
Me too.
So, and that's why I was telling them. You know, Coach Babino and them is like, y'all earned the right to say what y'all are. You know what I mean? It wasn't self-appointed. It wasn't, we this, we that, we this. It's no, we went out between them lines and showed you all that we are what we told you we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that for me was more fulfilling than anything. You know what I'm saying? For y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it took out all this hype that was based on nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it made it to where you earn your way through. You earn the right to say what you say.
Yeah, we did. We definitely earned it, guys. I'm telling you right now, we definitely earned it. That was I was looking at the all-star team that I was playing with down.
Oh, Lord, we lost him. Oh, the battery went down.
I wanted to tell him that I
was looking at those players at the All-Star game in San Antonio, and I was basically told some of my coaches, Duncanville team is better than that All-Star game, All-Star team.
Damn.
And I'm being serious about that, especially their D-line.
No doubt.
That tells you a lot on what we think about Duncanville and what we did and what we achieved, because I have a lot of respect for Coach Samples and his staff over there and those kids over there. But I'm not going to take crap away from our kids. I'm not going to take crap away from our coaches, because they earned it. We went and did it, and there's nobody anything to say about it. We won between the lines, and it is what it is.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to give my credit. And you know I picked y'all in the Duncanville game, so I went undefeated picking y'all all year long.
Well, Pat, you had to. Coach wasn't going to give you no chicken at the table. So, listen, that was just
but the thing about it is, Coach Mathis, I've always picked DeSoto, but against Duncanville, because I felt because Duncanville was the big dog. Now, one thing about a man is a man can always admit when he's wrong, and then he can always change his mind when things change, right? So the way I look at it, if you beat the man, you the man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's true, Matt. That's true. So I got one question.
I don't see what the problem is. You beat the man, you the king.
He the king.
So now, all I'm gonna say is, Coach, you got to keep that cane, because that throne, everybody coming for it, Coach. If you thought it was hard coming up to this point, I mean, they're already saying you trying to duck North Shore, you ducking Alito. Like, yeah, I mean, Carter probably said you ducking Neil. I don't know.
They definitely are ducking Carter.
It's been a long night, but a great night at the same time.
Hold on, Pat, but hold on, real question. This is my last question to you tonight, Coach. I'm gonna let you go after this.
Yeah.
How sweet was it to beat Samples and Peterman?
I'm gonna tell you this. This is a true story. What I'm about to tell you guys is a true story. And Reginald Samples will tell you this. Reginald Samples went with me. We did the coin flip. Okay. This joker won the coin toss, and the referee looked at him and asked him what he want. He said, "Ask him." I said, "What?" He said, "Ask him. He'll tell you what I want. He'll tell you exactly what I want." And I think right there, the tone was already set. But when he told me that, it just took it to a whole different level right there. So I turned around. I told the referee, "Give me the ball." He want to go defense first. Give me the ball. And you goddamn right. We took the ball. You know what we did on the first goddamn play of the game?
80 yards.
That tells you right there the tension when at that game right there. That set it off right there. And I laugh and we joke about it, about what he said and everything. But to beat both of them, it was just another game. That's all it was.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can say that shit.
You know what? Hey, Coach Mathis.
It was just another game.
Say that one.
Coach Mathis, this Saturday, Coach Mathis, this Saturday, we going out to Arlington in the Highlands to Pluckers, right?
Sure.
We gonna celebrate Pat and Coach Will. We celebrate their birthdays.
Good deal.
I'm inviting you because I want to get the truth off the record.
Damn, J-Mac, I can't get invited.
No, you can come, Coach.
You already know you invited.
Oh, you already
know you got
I'll let you know. Shit, there was somebody who wasn't there to shake our hand. I'll tell you that much. You can look at the tape. Go look at the tape and find out who that was.
Well, man, listen,
3 o'clock.
Coach Beattie was about.
3 o'clock Saturday. I need you to come, Beattie.
I need about a 20 piece.
Coach Beattie,
hey, as long as you paying, we good.
It's not your birthday, Coach. Coach, it's not your birthday. Listen.
My birthday's January 30th. I'll show you my license.
Okay.
January when?
30th.
Oh, you're not a Capricorn. Listen.
No,
so
I got you, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, if you come, Coach, I ain't got no 30 piece, but I got you a 10 piece. Come on.
With prize.
Listen, Coach Beattie was ready to fight me after the end of the game. So I had to walk away from that.
Woo. Hey guys,
Coach Mathis, how do it feel to have somebody like Coach Beattie a bit next to your side? Because I ain't gonna lie, Coach Beattie is like one of the trillest dudes. Like, he is one of the trillest dudes out here. I ain't gonna lie. I love me some Coach Beattie. He tell you the truth, and he kick it with you no matter what. So, I mean, and he's very loyal to his homie, Coach Claude Mathis, man. So I want you to tell us about Coach Beattie.
He's a guy that loves to play dominoes and talk shit at the same time and don't talk some shit. Excuse my language on this thing right here, but he's a dude that, trust me, people may think that he's an a-hole sometimes, but he's gonna always speak the truth. And one thing that I know about him and every coach on my staff, they have my back and they're very loyal to me. And loyalty goes a long ways with me, and they understand what loyalty is. But he's been with me for a long time. He's been my dude on that staff for a long time. That's what a lot of other guys, man. But we just been together for so long, and he knows me and I know him. And he's always been there for my kids. He flooded my house a long time ago too. He didn't tell y'all that, but flooded my house a long time ago. A long time ago. I mean, flooded it. I mean, 2 foot. So I could never get rid of him after that, man. My kids wouldn't let me get rid of him after that. So he's a great dude, man. He's a great dude.
Hey, Godfather Mathis,
Yeah.
I heard you used to call him, you call him Little Rabbit. That you don't call him, yeah, that's his gang name.
Hey, you better have him walk up on him. I'm gonna tell you that. He right.
I mean, Little Rabbit.
All right, fellas, we got one more question.
Show up Saturday, Beattie. Show up Saturday, Beattie. 3:00. Come watch the football at East and Wayne's. And we're going to have a birthday cake for these guys, too.
Hey, J-Mac, since we're the 2-time state title holders, we can say whatever we want, right?
Hey, bring your rings with you, too. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, sir.
Hey, I don't have to be politically correct. I'm the one who takes the bullets for Coach Mathis. Bring on South Lake, North Shore, Alito. We ain't ducking no smoke. We ain't scared of none of those punk asses.
They ain't on the schedule. They ain't on the schedule.
Hey, we don't need a schedule. We can play them out on the street. We can play them out in the parking lot. We can play them in the backfield.
Coach Beattie, I'm all for it. Whatever we gotta do.
Hey, we can have the Dove be the officials. There you go. Bautista, we the officials.
See, Bautista, that's the reason why. That's the very reason why they got to get permission from my butt for them to be on this goddamn. That's the reason why right there. That's the
No, Coach Mathis,
you know.
No, Coach Mathis, you can't say that. You just said that they deserve to talk they talk, and then whatever bulletin board material come from it. You said
that. So. On the cool.
Hey, guys. Hey, Claude, he know what you meant.
Hey, we're gonna do one more thing. This is a Coach Carr staple. We're gonna do one more thing before we get out of here. Each coach is gonna start with Coach Babino. You going Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Tupac, why?
That's I was raised on him. I listen to him all the time, man. He didn't give me that choice. You didn't give me that choice.
Right? I can't.
No, I'm just saying. If you couldn't see you Tupac, it both the same.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. There you go. Yep.
Coach Beattie, Tupac, Biggie.
Man, I love both. I love Houston rap. I lived in Houston for a couple of years. I'm gonna have to go with Biggie though. I like that.
I felt that in my spirit. I felt it.
I didn't feel that because
Coach Mathis, the pressure on you, Coach Mathis. The pressure on you.
I'm about to go with that Pac.
You know he militant, man.
You know we have to go with that Pac.
Yeah, he is militant. He definitely
go with that Pac.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Coach Mathis hit me, man. I think he hit me when he first got here. When he was younger, man. I think he punched me. I don't remember.
Come on.
Hey, J-Man, you know he the reason why you got kicked out the stadium.
Hey, he the reason that Desoto have basically deleted me. Like they gonna claim I ain't never been there.
Oh man, look. Oh man, I don't know why I did not do this. I actually got a picture of you from your yearbook at Desoto, bro. If people gonna be shocked, I got to drop that picture next week. God dog, I wish I had it with me. I'm gonna drop that picture, dog. I was shocked too. I'm like, damn, it's J Mac. Okay.
Do I need to grab the diploma? Do I need to grab the diploma? Do I need to go get my diploma?
Yeah, you got to prove that you from the U.
You know, hey J Mac, I think everybody on the panel that are Dub members need to bring their diploma. We got to do some verification on some graduation in high school.
Now look,
hey, Coach Babino, you getting pulled over? You all right, dog?
Oh no, I'm in the driveway.
Trying to speak out.
That's when this fool got pulled over.
No, I'm in the driveway, dude.
Now I will admit. Now this is my diploma. This is the diploma. It got Desoto on there. That's Desoto. Now they didn't let my ass walk across stage because I was bad as hell, and Coach Dow kicked me out the team for drug related issues. But we ain't talking about that. We're talking about positivity. But I am a DeSoto graduate. So just let y'all know. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Always alumni.
Hey guys, appreciate y'all coming.
And Coach Todd said I'm gonna send Coach Todd.
Welcome to the Dub, #1 high school podcast starring Pat Boteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Damn, that was an accident. Oh,
no, Coach Todd said he gonna sponsor that meal. I'm sending him my cousin's cash app. So Beattie, we got you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we eating on time. Let's go. All right, so man, hey, hope to see. You got J Man, you got Beattie's number.
Yeah, I got Beattie. You gonna come, Beattie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta come celebrate Coach Willow and Coach Pat. They're your boys.
Yeah, holler at me. I'll go.
Appreciate it, man.
You better show up, Beattie.
I better get an invite. I better not get no. I meant to text you, but I forgot.
Dude, we know.
You got the invite. Yeah. Saturday, and it's pretty much for anybody that's listening. Y'all can show up.
Right?
Saturday, 3 o'clock at Pluckers in Arlington.
Yeah, in Arlington.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, as a matter of fact, yeah, everybody come on.
We're gonna talk football too, because that's the Baltimore and Houston games. So we're gonna talk a little football.
As a matter of fact, bring us a medal too if you got an extra state medal left.
I got you.
I don't want no medal. Bring me a shirt. I don't want no medal.
I want the medal.
I want an Eagle Pass shirt, Coach. I want an Eagle Pass.
He gonna pass you a DeSoto Eagle shirt. So
hey, listen, Coach. If you get this Eagle Pass job, we coming to your first game.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Hey, we
don't have to drive.
If you get that Eagle Pass job, and you make sure you let the local authorities know that there's some black people coming to Eagle Pass.
Hey, what division is Eagle Pass? Are they 5A?
6A.
6A. Oh, well, you go. Look, would you put DeSoto on the schedule against Eagle Pass?
6A Division 1.
Would you come up and play DeSoto from Eagle Pass?
I'll meet him in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome.
No doubt. Well, man, we appreciate you, Babino. You the man, man. Appreciate that PAT royalty. Paul Arthur, Texas. Chad.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
You invited too, Babino. You invited too, Babino.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say that. I was like, damn.
Well, I ain't gonna leave you out, brother.
I wasn't gonna give it off for myself.
Hey man, I want you to come down cause you seem like you know a lot of football, and I ain't gonna lie. Watching a football game with Coach Carr is fun. So you gotta come because we talk a lot of football. So it's definitely fun.
Cool beans, man. I'll probably be there, man. We'll see, man.
No, ain't no we'll see. You can't ask for no goddamn
right.
Well, hey. I'm a grandpa now, man. So I got to check on grandbaby.
Listen, don't nobody want to hear that old ass grandpa.
Hey, now I'm telling my age.
Hey, bring the grandbaby. And we all old. You all age. So we all old.
Beattie, tell him my grandbaby name.
Hey, I was about you know who his granddaddy's father is, right?
Who?
Overshawn.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. Yeah.
Wow.
See, I might be in Frisco. I don't know.
Oh man. Okay. Well, shit, look.
That's what's up right there, boy. Y'all really keep it in the family in Texas, don't you?
Hey, not too much, but yeah, I guess so. When you put it like that, yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Coach. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But bring the baby with you too, man.
Get out, man. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I will. I'll do that. I'll do that now for real.
Yeah, you got to now because you done invited yourself and shit. You know, so once you do that,
I invited you, Coach. Don't let it.
but no,
Look, you putting words in my mouth. See,
he felt some kind of way, and he said, "Hey, I didn't want to invite myself, but that was his code word of saying y'all didn't invite me, and I really want to go." So,
hey, see, Beattie, he listen. Hey, Carl listens to too many words. He listens to all them small details.
Hey, Coach Carl, he was saying, Coach, he was saying that he was wondering where his invite was. That's what he was saying.
Coach, you only say that when you want to go.
Be invited. Yep.
Invited.
Yes, sir.
Well,
If you didn't care,
well,
Coach, if he didn't care, he wouldn't have said nothing. He'd have been like, "Shit, I'm glad they didn't put me on the spot." Yeah, you know.
Nah, it was small talk.
Maybe he liked us, Coach. Maybe
I do like y'all. I do like y'all.
That's why he invited himself, J Mac. That's what I'm telling you. He want to be a part of the program.
Let me invite him.
Okay, well, that's why you invited him.
Himself. Let me invite him.
Okay, well, that's why you invited him.
Go ahead.
Coach, you just mean. You a Michigan dude, for real.
Mean, dog.
Really
My next door neighbor, Michigan. hey, but I tell y'all this, my dad played at the University of Oklahoma under Barry Switzer, so I can't talk.
Yeah, because how did that conversation go when they beat y'all?
No,
it never went good.
Saturday. I want to hear that.
Yeah, we'll
it
say
never
these
went
stories
well.
for Saturday. We're gonna say these stories for Saturday. Hey, the Desoto takeover, they took this thing the hell over. This was better than any takeover we've done.
What happened to Coach Sweeny, man? Did he lie or did he just not show up?
So I talked to Sweeny. He had something with his daughter going on, so he wasn't able to take it. But I appreciate, shout out to Coach Sweeny because he's actually helping my son get into the coaching ranks with some little stuff that he's doing for him. So shout out to Coach Sweeny.
So we'll get him on next time. I can't throw those shots at Coach Sweeny then, huh?
Can't throw no shots at him. We talked before the show, so yeah, he already had something pre-planned.
Gosh darn it! I wanted to throw some shots at him. But anyway, all right, Beattie.
Peace out, man. See y'all later, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, Babino,
You're watching BYSE.